Chris Combs has become a big reality television star since appearing on 1000 Pound Sisters, and all the fame could be going to his head. The beloved unscripted series premiered in 2020, and Chris has been there from the beginning. The show is technically about his sisters, 38-year-old Tammy Slaton and 37-year-old Amy Slaton. But 44-year-old Chris has been by their sides their whole lives. Though they didn't all grow up in the same house, the Slaton siblings are extremely close as adults. And their unique family dynamic is one of the best things about the show. The show gets its provocative title from the fact that Tammy and Amy weighed a combined 1,000 pounds when 1000 Pound Sisters premiered, but Chris was also struggling with his weight. Inspired by his famous sisters, he embarked on his own weight loss journey. His own father had died when he was around Chris's age, due to being overweight, and Chris didn't want to die the same way. Chris had bariatric surgery, lost a significant amount of weight, and changed his life completely. He has also become a fan favorite, and his newfound fame may be changing him. Chris Combs could be chasing clout online. He posts more than he used to. While Tammy and Amy have always been extremely active online, Chris never really posted much until recently. Recently, Chris has been posting about his work on Cameo. Cameo is a service where celebrities record messages for fans, and Chris is one of the celebrities available on the site. Chris also posted about a career change when he announced he'd be attending the National Corvette Museum convention. Reality television stars often attend conventions, and can make money that way too, but Chris hadn't done so until recently. According to the post, this would be Chris's first convention appearance. It's unclear why the National Corvette Museum would want Chris to appear at their convention, but it's great that he'll be there. The posted flyer features a photo of Chris decked out in his Western wear, and another photo of Chris and his wife. This could mean that Brittany will join him at the event. 36-year-old Brittany Combs, posing together. Now that Chris is getting more screen time on 1000 Pound Sisters, he'll probably receive lots more invitations, and this might impact his ego. Chris Combs' dramatic body makeover has given him confidence and incredible transformation. Chris weighed over 450 pounds when he made his 1000 Pound Sisters debut in 2020. Watching his famous sisters achieve incredible weight loss milestones convinced Chris that he could do the same. After having bariatric surgery in 2022, Chris lost 150 pounds and weighed 300 pounds at his last weigh-in. Eric Smith posted an amazing before and after of Chris on Instagram in March. His physician, Drive. On one side is a photo of Chris before he lost weight, and on the right is a recent photo of Chris finishing a 5K run. When Chris stepped on a scale during the recent weigh-in, he was devastated to learn that he had plateaued. During 1000 Pound Sisters Season 6, the Slatons went to see their doctor for a family weigh-in. Chris wasn't looking forward to the exam, because he knew he hadn't lost as much weight as he wanted to. When he stepped on the scale, it read that Chris weighed 299 pounds, so he had only lost 1 pound since his last weigh-in. Though Chris had lost an incredible 150 pounds after embarking on his weight loss journey, he was devastated by the setback, and was determined to get back on track. Like several of his other siblings, Chris is desperate to remove all the excess skin left behind due to his rapid weight loss. Aside from how it looks, it creates unique hygiene challenges. With so much skin, it's hard to keep it dry, and it's more prone to infections. Chris suffered from such an infection at one point, and it nearly set him back in his journey. Chris was devastated when his doctor said he wanted Chris to lose another 60 pounds first. In the end, Chris was able to lose weight, and was approved to begin skin removal surgery. Chris may be a little smug about his ideal family life. He's happily married. The Slaytons have had complicated love lives, and Chris is no exception. He was married once, long before he joined the cast of 1,000-Pound Sisters. Little is known about his first wife, except for the fact that Chris had 2 children with her, and now has 3 grandchildren. While his first marriage ended badly, his second marriage appears to be a very happy union. Chris fell in love with Brittany while they were both managers at McDonald's, and they're now happily married. Chris recently moved Tammy into the house next door, and it could cause problems with his wife. Chris wasn't that nice to Amy Slatton when she lived with mental illness. Chris used to be far more patient with his siblings, but fame and weight loss changed the 1,000-Pound Sisters star over the years. As the only brother of 4 sisters, Chris often has his hands full dealing with extensive Slatton family drama. Things were especially difficult when Amy was divorcing Michael Halterman. She was more emotional than usual, and was struggling with her mental health. Tammy was also angry at Chris, accusing him of being around less often since she got back from weight loss rehabilitation. Though Chris still loves his family dearly, his newfound fame is bringing out new sides of his personality. One of the reasons that 1,000-Pound Sisters star Chris is so likable is the fact that he has such a great attitude. He was positive even in the face of enormous negativity. Since Chris has achieved success in life, he may expect more from his family.